Hi, I'm Jeanette, the Northdown Coach. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to take a look at another career hack. And by another, I just refer to that I have been in previous videos looking at a number of different hack ideas that we might apply to solving particular problems in our career. A career hack is like a life hack in that, they're kind of scrappy, outside of the box solutions that we might apply to solving a particular problem. But with a career hack, it's just within the context of our careers. So in today's video, what I want to look at is when the career problem is that you're feeling like you do not have, here's the academic word, a lot of autonomy in your job. So what that means is when you don't feel like you have control around the how of how you get your work done, that can feel like that is a lack of autonomy, because when we don't have the ability to make decisions about how we go about doing our work, it often translates into, I'm in a micromanaging sort of scenario, because not only is the work product really being scrutinized, but also how you get to that. And most people in their professional lives, want to be granted the credit for the professionalism and the expertise that we bring into our roles. And so we generally do not appreciate that level of micromanagement on the how of the way we go about getting the work done. And so if this is a scenario that describes you and some of the frustrations that you have in your current job, the hack that I have to offer here today is, well, try something maybe along the sideline to it. So, of course, you can go outside of your role and, find relief and, joy in, the things that you do outside of that particular controlling environment. But this hack is about how can you find a little bit of relief within your current structure. And so what I'd offer as the hack is look around you to identify, a problem that needs to be solved in maybe your immediate team, maybe outside that to the, wider organization that you report into, a problem that somebody else isn't solving. So it would be useful to, do some work in that area. Identify, what you might be able to do around that, and then propose it as a, sort of side project to, the main work. Because you have identified it and you have an objective around it, and it hasn't been assigned to you, but of course you're doing whatever you need to within the organization to get the proper approvals to move forward. That it sets you up for being able to make more of the decisions around how you are going about doing that work. So it has much more opportunity to give you autonomy in how you go about doing the work on that project, at least. Does it solve the whole picture? No, but it might offer you enough relief that, you can, get a little bit more energy around the overall situation. Ultimately, you may still come to the same conclusion that it is time to look for something else. But at least you've given this hack a try to see if there's something that could, be adjusted around this. When it works, it can be really powerful because it could be the signal to, let's say you have the micromanaging manager here. It could be the kind of signal that builds trust in that relationship and allows your manager or the leadership around you to give you a little bit more space. So there's some good possibilities there. Now, if you also think there could be other places in your role that a different kind of a hack might address, but you're just not sure where and how, I do have a short quiz that can help identify some of those specific areas customized to your experience and give you some additional ideas of what you could do hack-wise to improve things. So I'll put the link to that in the description box, as well as the link to, if you just want to spend some time together thinking about your situation and strategizing, I'm happy to do that with you. All right, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining me. I'd love to hear in the comments what what you're contending with in this area, what's working for you. Just carry on a conversation there. All right, take care. Have a good week ahead. We'll talk again soon.